Hello everybody, welcome to State Warfare. This is a little tower, I guess you'd call it tower defense, and I'm not so sure what type of genres it fit in, but it's mainly about warfare. It's a pretty good game, I've been playing it for a while. Completed all the missions, not on impossible, hell no. But I have an idea, something I want to do. It's on impossible mode. What I'm gonna do is see. Should I do beach landing? No. Basically what I want to do is I'm gonna be in, sandbox mode, obviously. But what I want to do is freeze the game and build up my own defenses and stuff, and then have the enemy AI on impossible, and see if he could take me down. He will eventually. Well, yeah, you get the idea. He will eventually. I'm just gonna do beach landing. Kick. Game options. No fog. Apply. So this is the enemy on impossible mode. What I need to do is set up defenses against it. To see if I can prevent a full-scale attack. Basically, I'm gonna go nuts with this. Oh yeah, there's bugs in this game, which is pretty cool. Speaking of which, I'm gonna give the enemy a bug nest. Let them have access to it. And a couple of generators. By the way, those things are creepy when they move around. Anyway, enough of the system now. I'm doing my own thing. Let's see, I'm gonna basically do a line of guns all over the ground. 2 or 3 turrets. Basically, I'm gonna make an overpowered line of defense. That's the enemy's turn to be constant. Basically, if the enemy AI wants to win, he has to break through. I'm gonna build myself my own anti-nuke defense, because they can use nukes. I just haven't fought any AI that's actually used them. But it's possible for them to. They really do. I'm gonna get popcorn here. these have immense range. These have immense range. Sorry about that, it was probably loud as heck for y'all. Anyway, so that's part of the defense. I do not know what the supply depot is supposed to do, but it's in the game. It's upgradable. It doesn't really do anything as far as I know. Yeah, it doesn't do anything as far as I know, so I'm just gonna kill it off. Alright, buildings. So, the next step in having an overpowered defense, shields. Laser shields. Of course, these are not completely overpowered. Lightning weapons can and will penetrate past these. So, yeah. And then repair bays. Yeah, basically it's going to be one massive overpowered defense system. By the way, you have to manually do that. There we go. Let that upgrade. Alright, so that's the major defense. I'm going to put in extractors of my own, just because. Let's see, to defend you. Just gonna put a couple of battleships around you. And a few heavy subs. Because I don't think I can fit anything else on there. Could I? Can I build a turret on there? Yeah, I can. So, this is also helping the enemy build up credits early on. Just so that just make it go a little faster instead of having to wait for them to build up credits. So, they're getting there. They're not earning much right now, but I did give them a little bit of help. Alright, what else? I got the little defense there. I'm gonna kill those off. Because I don't really need those specifically. I'm gonna put in my own. It's funny being able to squeeze these onto little islands. Blink. Oh my goodness. Basically, these are just island defense. I'm not gonna spam them on the land because then that gets really overpowered. I'm just putting them on the islands. What? Oh my goodness, I could fit on that. I mean, normally you can't get them there. You really can't get them there normally because it's just too difficult. You have to load them into a carrier of some sort and then ship them over. And then hopefully it'll let you do it. I'm not putting them on them too because I can just build my own defense there. That's beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to fortify these with buildings. I'm going to do one of those. That one and that one. And one right there. And let's see, Hush. Okay, laser shield right there. And I really should get off just for that little island. I mean, I'll put a little fleet, a couple of ships and submarines to protect it. But that'll come in a minute. Yeah, there's multiple ways to build. I'll have to show you in a minute. Or y'all guys in a minute. But there's so many different ways to build in this game. It's ridiculous and it's amazing. Alright, there's some defense, because I'm not going to put any ships around this one. It's basically going to defend itself without a fleet. I really shouldn't need a fleet around it anyway. This one, at least. Yep. Alright, anyway, let's see. Laser shield. Put in one right there, and another one right there.
Okay, and are you available?
Yes, when are we leaving?
I don't know, let me find out.
And one right there. Upgrade the shields. I can always save and resume later, so if I have to go, I have to go. Alright, C. Stop moving my goddamn screen. Little fleet of heavy subs. It's just because this doesn't have that many guns. I'm just gonna put in 3 heavy battleships. Alright, for my home base defense, other than just those, which are powerful on their own, buildings.
You can go outside with me, but I can't go in far, okay? Okay? Go on.
Doo-doo-doo. Basically, I'm gonna make it pretty much impenetrable. Should be impenetrable. It'll be up to the bot whether that is the truth or not. And I've always been wanting to test the bots in this game, see how good they are on impossible. Like, against all odds, can they beat this? Because this isn't designed to let you win. If I was playing against another player, he'd cuss me out right now. Just seeing this defense at what he has to go up against. Alright, these, I don't need to place that many SAM turrets, because they do a lot of damage. I'm going to place some flax anyway. Now, I do have noticed that the AI isn't that good at planning things out. Like, it won't save, like, it won't group up a massive army in order to take down anything. Like this over here. This is defeatable. The only way you can do that, however, is by massing a huge army. That's the only way you can get past this. I'm being absolutely serious. It's not impregnable. There's a way to do it, but I don't know if the bot's capable. I don't think it is. And this is going to prove if it is or not. Or whether or not it is or not. Because this is possible. I don't know what the bot's gonna do, however. Do 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 do. By the way, if you're bored and lazy and you just want to build a bunch of buildings really quickly, instead of doing the little you can do something like that with both your fingers and you like shape them how you need them to be, which is pretty cool. Alright, and then one right there. My roommate's making already made a YouTube video of his own right today, and he's making his own thumbnail. I'm not capable of doing that. However, I'm not smart enough. Doink. Doink. I might put in my own thumbnail, I'm not sure. I usually just edit what was already given. That's my usual thing. Alright, so the base defense, upgrading these, is ready. I shouldn't have to, you know what, just in case. I'm gonna put a nuke defense. Just one. Oh yeah, I was gonna put in flax. Where the flak at? What the flak? These are short-ranged with a shield. They're really good against groups of aircraft. A must against other players, because players usually use aircraft. Alright, by the way, this does launch missiles of its own, which is pretty cool. Alright, so now, what's the enemy team at? It's building up credits really quickly. I'm not unfreezing them yet. I'm not done. What I'm gonna do is build some stuff. I'm gonna build artillery, heavy artillery. Why the hell can I not build there? That annoys the hell out of me. Perfect. There's a row of artillery, heavy artillery, and I'm gonna make more. These do have a limited laser defense of 2 hits, so they're not really effective by themselves. Like, you send one of these out on its own, it's gonna die. Alright, then artillery max. Okay, could you not? Son of a gun. Stop that! Okay, that's pissing me off. Why is it not doing the thing? Okay, artillery max being a pain in the rear. Just wants to do that shit. The one of the most annoying thing in this freaking game is when something doesn't want to build the way you want it to. So you're gonna spend 20 odd years tediously building. I really don't know why it's doing this. Could you just build down, not sideways? Like seriously, you've been doing... Usually it autocorrects itself to where it just builds down for you, but no. It just wants to do this and piss you off. Especially when you have OCD about this type of crap. It has to be perfect. At least the tanks behave themselves. I'm gonna put some anti-air tanks. They're like the best in mobile anti-aircraft. So I highly suggest them if you going for an assault on a base, on an enemy base, and they have a bunch of aircraft to use those. Don't use anti-air mechs because they suck. They have low range and low firepower. Oh yeah, they do have a flying mech, which is the weirdest thing. Like, it's not available normally, but it's in Sandbox. I suppose it's still in development, which I understand. It takes a little bit to do anything like this. It's still pretty cool. You get to toy around with some stuff. The bugs are also not available normally. You can only get to play with them in multiplayer. Well, Sandbox. So yeah. Let's see what else. Mobile turret. Don't be a dick. Why? Dude, what? No! Are you serious? What in the hell? That is so stupid. I really do not get that. That's so annoying. These, when deployed, develop their own shield and have extra range. I think they have extra fire rate too. It takes a little bit for their shields to charge up though, so it's recommended if you want to use them, you have to set them up really early in the battle. Otherwise, if they don't get their shields up in time, they're going to die quick. But once they get their shields up, yeah, golden. Alright. Deploy. They're the easiest in mobile defense because you can have them set up anywhere. And they can even climb cliffs, so they're really good. You just gotta, if you need to deploy them, you gotta deploy them as fast as possible. Otherwise, they're gonna get killed before you can get them fully deployed and their shields on. Like now, they can kill anything before it kills them right now. Well, except for the fact that they don't attack aircraft. Alright, so next on the list. Plasma mech. These have decent range and a lot of damage. And can attack aircraft. But they have a slower fire rate. They're still pretty good though. I may showcase one of these days me actually playing it for real. But today's not going to be that day. Shoot, I might have to stop the recording and save and quit for a little bit. Yeah. The defense is coming along nicely. Now what I'm gonna do... I wish I could rotate it. Like, come on, can't I rotate the ship without having to do this crap? Because sometimes it wants to face the wrong way. It can also build its own anti-nukes, which have a decent range, not the best. But yeah. What I'm going to do with this is build a bunch of heavy interceptors. It builds at 5 times speed, so they're really useful. Oh, and fun fact, they go nuclear when destroyed if nukes are enabled. Which they are. Because it's fun. Just gonna make 20 heavy interceptors. The ship can defend itself if they get close enough. So yeah. But it helps to have interceptors. I'm gonna also build a couple of missile ships. No, missile airships. It'll take a minute. Wait, what am I doing? Duh. I can have them guard this unit, and they'll protect it. If an enemy comes close, they'll chase it down and then come back after a certain range or a certain distance.
Yeah.
Thirteen, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guard that one. Perfect. Now they'll guard the carrier. Anything else? I want to give the enemy 1 carrier. For free. 1 carrier. Use it wisely. Alright, so I think it's ready. I honestly think it's ready. I don't really need to build anything else. I could. You know what? I'm going to. Heavy tanks. The good old reliables. I'm gonna do something different with these. Something that is amazingly beautiful because I did it a couple days ago and I plan on showing you all that later. I can clone. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Unit clone. Unit clone. Yes, I'm just gonna do this. It makes it simple and easy, especially when you don't care about placement at this point. There's so many tanks. I could do the same thing to my experiment. You know what? I want to give it a shot. Good luck getting through that. I gotta re-add those. Worth it. Alright, so I believe the defense is ready. I mean, there's no reason why it shouldn't be at this point. But yeah, maybe I always want to add one more thing. It's always one more thing. What should I add? I'm just gonna go with heavy tanks. Boink. 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 It won't do it to buildings. It's like a bunch of anger bees. Alright, so I believe it's ready. Unfreeze AI. I said unfreeze, there we go. Bug pickup. Oh yeah, bug bees explode. Which is pretty cool. Basically, I'm just gonna monitor this. Their progress, see how far they get. By the way. Yeah, that's how they move and it's so cool. I can control their units if I wanted to. But yeah, I'm gonna let them go. It's on impossible difficulty, so yeah. Basically, let it run for now, so just enjoy. I forgot one thing. I did not even think about it.
Now be careful with that one, because that one has little beads in it, and they'll get stuck to you like that cat picture I saw last night. And you'll have little styrofoam balls all over you. Lay down. They won't give us that.
Alright, now it's ready. Whoops. Here we go. That's one way to do it. Wear down the defenses. Problem is, the fire is too slow, so the shield recharges over time. Yeah, it'd be wise to get 2 of those just to be able to have a multitude of them because they ain't doing enough. There's only enough fire rate with them. Oh yeah, by the way, last time I was on here, I cloned a bunch of like gunships, and it was beautiful. They died so quickly, but it was like 2,000 of them, so it took like a minute to kill them all. But they shredded so much of the enemy base, it was ridiculous.
Sue's fine as long as you never have to call him. If you have to call him, then I can't understand it.
I like how I said I wasn't going to interfere, but I'm already getting bored. You see, I wasn't expecting it to get that far. But you can tell just how decimating that can be if you could actually get that many units swarmed. So yeah.
Finish the dishwasher.
Sometimes when you control the enemy AI, they like to regain control, and that usually makes them do stupid stuff like that. Just like that. As you can tell, it's totally possible. And they destroyed quite a few of my units in the process, even though that was my doing, technically. But still, you get the idea. It's possible. The AI just doesn't like to do that. Nor are they capable of cloning. But you get the idea. They can't mass up the correct units. They always go for the weak for some weird reason. That stuff doesn't make it far. Anyway, resuming. You're an idiot. I see you should be AI. I got it. I didn't realize. Oh, stop that, you stupid idiot. Stop it. Don't get too freaking close. give me a second. So basically, the one main way. Yeah, I really could have waited, but I'm kind of getting into a hurry. I want to finish this soon. But the main way to get past my defense, these defenses like this, is bombers. And loads of bombers. Just make a million bombers, and you'll be able to get past it eventually. Because you'll basically overload the laser defense and get through. And these weren't as effective as I thought they would be. Oh well. y'all for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.